Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And this live stream is brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Friends, at any moment, somewhere around the world, the next shoe is going to drop and all hell will break loose. Are you ready? What if there are sudden food shortages that last for weeks or months? Do you have enough food on hand to feed your family when grocery store shelves are completely empty? If not, take our advice and go to preparewithjericho.com. You'll find a special offer from My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest preparedness company with millions of families already protected. They're slashing $100 off their 4-week emergency food kit, which is a minimum each member of your family should have. This kit provides delicious, easy to make breakfast, lunches, dinners, drinks, and snacks 4 weeks per person. These 4-week kits are in stock and ready to go. You are not only going to save $100, but your order will ship fast and free and arrives in unmarked boxes for your privacy. Go to preparewithjericho.com. Those who know what's coming are using today to prepare. Are you? Preparewithjericho.com. Come. What's up, you mother flowers? Thursday, made it over the hump. No longer hump day. One more wake up and it's Friday. What was that song? Just Got Paid. It's Friday night. His name was Jermaine something. He died of AIDS. Ooh. You guys missed a good one last night. We talked about the 1987 hit Red Heat, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Captain Ivan Danko and Jim Belushi. What a movie that was. But it was hella funny. I had plenty of opportunities to do my Arnold impression. It was hella funny. I loved it. What's going on, everyone? Good to see you up in here, up in this bitch. But yeah, check that out. I got the link in my under my page, my YouTube page under community. If you want to check out the link to that. Good time last night. A lot of laughs. I almost killed one of my co-hosts, Sean. I almost killed him. He was laughing that hard. He muted himself multiple times. And there's one particular time, I don't remember what I said, but he almost died. And that was really sad. Let's see. Excuse me. Let me get up here. JG, nice name. That thumbnail photo looks like Dave Coulier as a trans woman. That would be an improvement, JG. That would be an actual improvement. Joe Beard, happy Thursday to you as well, man. I hope you know to never laugh during an ass whooping again, huh? Creole lady, look at you with your super chat cherry popping self. Thank you for the Twompski. She says, Happy New Year. Merry New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. 2023 around the fucking corner. Here she comes. And I chose to do the My Patriot Supply read because I was reading something today and it was talking about farmers are saying that 2023 is going to be real bad. The supply chain breakdowns and shit and the empty shelves that we saw this year are going to pale in comparison because, you know, when they plant the crops or they have the calves and the baby pigs and the baby whatever else we're going to eventually fucking eat. They don't just grow overnight. It takes time. So that crop that they planted during this bullshit we dealt with is coming up this year, and it's going to be real hard. And it's a damn shame because we shouldn't have to do that. We don't do that. The fuck? We're America. We haven't had a depression or anything like it since the late 20s, early 30s. The hell? So, we're not used to this. And we shouldn't have to do this. This is man-made. This is created by dummies in Washington. That's who did this. This isn't natural. This wasn't like the Dust Bowl. They couldn't do anything about that. But this could have been avoided. These supply chain breakdowns, inflation. A drought. They are dealing with the drought. Of course, you can't help that, or can they? Because I've seen the videos where they make it rain, and not like on hose in the strip club. Like they make water fall out of the sky. So but it's coming. Hunker down, and you need to remember, go to mygreengift.com. Brand new designs. I got the Jericho green cards coming up. I have another design idea. I don't want to give too much away, but it is. I was talking earlier, maybe a month back or so, and I was talking about how America was. She was this beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, pretty young thing. And we turned her into a lesion-covered, coughing, crack-addicted whore. So it's something along those lines. It's a design idea I have to do with those two different images, what she was and what she is now. Can she be returned to her former glory? Of course. We all know crackheads or drunks who got their shit together. So she can too. It's going to take her a little longer. But America can get her shit together. She can return to her former glory. I'm waiting for it. I'm doing everything I can. Joseph Rubas, thank you. Jericho, can you do a Humpty from Digital Underground voice? His nose identifies as blacker than the rest of him. Trans hero. That's funny. I'm the one who said, just grab them in the biscuits. Doing it, baby. I'll do the Humpty Hump. Oh, man, I love that song. When I remember, that came out, 91? I was at church, like summer camp or something. I was like 10 or 11 years old. And I remember we're taking one of those little like bus/van hybrids to some activity or something. And they had the local radio station, 102.5 Kadon. It was on, and that song came on, and the bus just went crazy, man. That song, come on. That's one of the hardest hip hop songs ever. Well, I wouldn't say that's a hip hop song. It was a little mainstream, but that's one of the best songs ever. Just grab them in the biscuits. And R.I.P. Shock G. You know, he the guy who does that voice, Humpty, and that character, he died, I think last year, maybe the year before. Doing it, baby. That shit's so funny. All right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So your world, I hope you're ready for me. Gather round. I'm the new fool in town, with my sounds laid down by the underground. I drink the bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. Yo, ladies, how I like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. Oh, man. We'll never get started. Let me stop right now. I like my beats funky. Oh, wait. I'm spunky. Wait. I like my beats funky. I'm spunky. I like my oatmeal lumpy. Sick with this. J954, thank you. What's got busy? I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Doing it, baby. Yeah, LF third. Left third. Yeah, he OD'd on fentanyl. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. It's always sad when we lose such talented individuals, and not only in entertainment, but anytime you lose somebody to drugs, some shit like that, not like a natural cause or something. That's always fucked up, Brian McCormick, welcome, bienvenue. I'm a freak. I like the girls with the boom. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. He goes, that's one line in this song that they could not and would not. Could you imagine? What that woman Lizzo would say if somebody made a song with a line in it like this? He said, yo, fat girl, come here. Are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me. I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. I'm a freak. If there was a song and the dude said, hey, yo, fat girl, oh my goodness, because the body positivity mob would be in full force. Oh my goodness, could you imagine if somebody made a song and nobody at that time, Brian King B. Falcon says, I got busy in a Kroger parking lot. No, man, this is not a confession. Don't start telling me the strange places that you got busy in, okay? Okay? But if somebody said that line in a song, oh my goodness. And at the time, everybody thought that was a funny line. Nobody got offended. Nobody got canceled. It was just part of the song. Oh man, that shit was too funny. Just grab them in the biscuits. Man. So today, what the hell are we going to be talking about? So you see the title, they. I did some reading, and the Marine Corps is considering dropping the sir, yes, sir, and ma'am, yes, ma'am. For, of course, inclusion. What else is the military for? Military equals inclusion. So they want to be inclusive. They don't want, and what they really don't want to do is they don't want to offend or misgender the drill instructors or the RDCs, depending on whatever branch you're in. So they don't want to misgender them. That's the last thing you want to do is misgender a drill instructor. Because as a recruit, you don't have enough things to be concerned with. You don't have enough ways to stumble and mess up and get yourself in trouble by the drill instructors or the RDCs. You need another way to fuck up and get in trouble by misgendering your drill instructor. You got so much shit to worry about on the least amount of sleep you've ever had in your life. All you need is to worry about what gender or what title do I need to give this fool. It's very simple. The U.S. military code of the uniform regulations, they've already taken care of that. What they did was they made a women's uniform and they made a men's uniform. And if you have the woman's uniform on, we're going to call you ma'am. And if you have the men's uniform on, we're going to call you sir. Case closed. I wish I had a gavel. Case dismissed. Next case, please. They've already taken care of this problem. You're creating a problem that was already fixed, I guess, because it never was a problem. And I'm going to give you some numbers. Ingrid De La Rosa, you are something else, girl. She put USMC LGBT. USMC LGBT. Don't you fucking jarheads ever tell me nothing about the Navy ever again. You hear me? You don't tell me nothing. All right? Like that Kanye song. You can't tell me nothing. You guys are up here. LGBTUSMC. Yeah. Taryn Lewis, what's up, man? Thank you for the Hamilton. Jericho. When we were in the Navy, we did 8-count bodybuilders if you complained. Now, if you complain, you can give the RDCs a stress card to give you a break. What an absolute joke. I mentioned that, man. I know somebody. Shout out to my man, Tom, who's in the Navy right now. Went through boot camp like a year ago. And you got cards that you can give your RDCs, which is the Navy's version of a drill instructor, to get a break. We'll give you, you know what we got as a break when I was in boot camp? When you start throwing up, that's your break. I remember they told us we're going to cycle until somebody pukes because somebody stole something out of the mess hall. And they did that. They cycled us until this dude got up and ran to the bathroom puking on the floor. Then we got cycled because he puked on the floor. We were getting cycled for him puking on the floor while he was cleaning up the puke. That was your break. When you take a piss or you take a shit or when you sleep, that's your break. Man, I had an FC2 fire controlman second class Floyd. FC2 Floyd. No short dude, probably 5'5", 125, 130 pounds. Wouldn't fuck with him. This dude was mean as a damn Texas rattlesnake. He was never smiled. We didn't know he had teeth until we saw him eating one time. He was the meanest RDC that we had. I couldn't imagine what would happen if I said, sir, this recruit has a question, sir. And this is back when they call him sir, not the, this recruit has a question, they. So if one of us said that and FC2, if our drill instructor or RDC came up to us and we said, I need a training timeout, FC2 Floyd. Oh my God, he might hit us. Because we saw him throw. This one dude named Vaughn could not figure out how to march. Left, right was escaping him. And FC2 Floyd pulled him down to the ground. He wanted to beat the shit out of him. But he remembered, it's not that kind of Navy anymore. I can't hurt him. But he pulled him down to the ground. You stupid motherfucker. I can only imagine if we told FC2 Floyd that we need a timeout. Or if we told MM1 Conkle, he was my other RDC. If we told him that we need, hey, sir, this recruit requests a training timeout. MM1 Conkle, Petty Officer Conkle, used to have a dip in his mouth all the time. And he'd always say, this is freaking horse crap, recruits. Who made this rap? This is freaking horse crap. Who shined these boots? Look, recruits, this is freaking horse crap. If I told angry ass MM1 Conkle I needed a training timeout, man, I don't know if I would have made it. They probably would have killed me. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Hey, that's what we're doing. USMC LGBT. Go Jarheads. Am I getting pleasure from this? Being able to make fun of the Marines? Yes. But is it more serious than that? Of course. You're weakening our fighting force. They keep us safe here. They go fight and kill over there. So we stay safe, happy, fat, and subdued over here. So this is a really bad thing. J954, thank you again. Real question. JG, where do you think all this wokeism began? Social media blowing up? BLM? Post-COVID? I can't recall when the clown world came to be. I believe that this clown world has been being built for decades. For decades, they've been doing that. I can remember right around when it started really bubbling to the surface, when they started the, it's just love. It was the gay marriage thing in the 90s. That's where it all started. And you started seeing that Ellen DeGeneres had a show and Will and Grace. And so I think it started in entertainment because politics is downstream from pop culture. So it started in the arts. It started on TV. It started in advertisement. It started back when they would have the commercials where, mom, she had the denim button-up shirt because she was going to be doing housework all day, right? Once the kids got off to work and dad went to his stupid job to work and make money and make all this possible. So she had her denim t-shirt or shirt on, button-up shirt, and the sleeves were rolled up. She had her hair back in a ponytail because mom was about to handle business. And, dad would come downstairs. I remember they used to have this TV show called Bobby's World, this cartoon. Howie Mandel did the characters' voices and stuff. And he did the little boy Bobby's voice, did the dad's voice. And I used to watch it. It came out in 92, 93, something like that. I used to watch it in the morning. In the beginning of the show, it would show the dad Bobby was riding his little big wheel around the house. And so he rides past his parents' room and his dad sticks his head out and his dad has his necktie around his head. And the tie is hanging down in the front, but it's around his head. So what they're saying is dad is so stupid that he can't dress himself. Mom makes all this shit work. And you know, the commercials, the cleaning commercials where mom goes, honey, and he's like, what? And his pants are around his ankles. What's the problem? And the kids are like, Dad, you're a fucking idiot. He's like, I'm the stupid dad. You know, he just goes out, works, and provides and protects everybody. But he's a fucking idiot. Now, you don't even need dad. Now you can have two moms, and mom can be your dad, and all kinds of weird shit. But it started back in advertising. It started on the TV shows. It started with, you know, look at Married with Children. The whole beginning of Married with Children is him sitting there with his wallet open and his family just taking money from him. Like, you're just an ATM. All you're good for is making money for us to live off of and us to do shit. We don't appreciate it. You're a moron. We can replace you. Yeah, the Matt Clayton, the Homer Simpsons, the Peter Griffins, idiots. And, you know, these are by themselves, big deal. It's a TV show, but you multiply it, it's a problem. I poke you one time with a needle, ow, no big deal. But I poke you 10,000 times, and now you're lightheaded and you're passing out. So I think it was like that. Politics is downstream from pop culture. We fix the arts, we fix our country. But as long as they're pumping all this crazy, wild, men can breastfeed babies and, yeah, go ahead and origami your dick into a vagina or your vagina into a dick, make your vagina into a Vienna sausage that doesn't work properly and gives you no pleasure. Because that's part of our genitals too. It's not for excreting waste. It's also to give you pleasure so you can go, yeah. See, ladies can shake or whatever you do. You know? So I think that's where it started from. It's just now it's so heavy and there's such a mass behind it that we're flying down this hill a lot faster. You know, when you're a kid, sometimes, you know, I remember us going, we would, when the grass would dry, it was real slick. So we'd get a big piece of cardboard or flatten out a cardboard box and we'd slide down the hill. But you found if you had another kid with you, you're going even faster because you're heavier. So we've been going down this hill for a while, but they've been piling so much shit and it's so heavy now, we're fucking flying down this hill and we're watching all this shit happen so quickly. Like, what the, what, who, what? Now it's happening quicker, but it didn't start happening recently. This has been years in the making. You know, America, not only our size, you know, not only our physical size to where it takes time for everybody to get the message because that's a spread over such far distances, but the idea of America, this is a tough thing. The idea of America is tough. And it got us here. It got us here where we can say stupid shit like that. No one throws a sack over your head and throws you in a van. You can go and say whatever crazy shit you want. You do whatever you want to your kids. So it takes a long time to beat such a mighty foe like America. And we're not beat, but we're definitely up against the ropes. So that shit's been going on for a long time, man. That shit's been going on for a while. But, you know, up against the ropes, not down. We can't give up. We have to fix the arts. We have to fix the arts, the entertainment, the media, and politicians will follow suit. They will go as the media goes, as the arts go. That's what I believe. Toronto. I was thinking of a fucking safety from the Chiefs, wherever he plays for now. Taron Lewis, thank you. Off topic, because of you, I got off work yesterday and put on Situation on Dirty. As soon as I got in my car, I downloaded that shit on my playlist, man. How that beat, come on. And just, I mean, I could rap the whole song right now, but bro, how fire was that? The lyrics on that. And again, East Coast, that's where you think all the lyricists come from. West Coast, they just got gangster rap, lowriders and shit. No. Brother Lynch was fire. That song was hard, man. Couldn't keep in that mode. That motherfucker was filthy. More dead bodies than been in the trunk than the cemetery and the mortuary. Had a bullet hole by the gas tank. Oh, man. So, not only are we going to talk about, nay, which is a fucking disgrace. I have a question. What committee? What January 6th committee? J6 committee? Oh, the ones. Oh, I know what you mean. The ones who were put together, assembled, to bring justice for the January 6th insurrection, right? And you got, what's his name? Benny Thompson. He's head of it, Democrat from Mississippi. You got Liz Cheney up there, the most vocal one for sure. But you have this committee, right? And their sole purpose was to bring justice, bring Trump to justice, because their main point was he caused it. He started it. He made it happen. He planned it. He executed it. Trump, Orange Man, get him. So that was their goal. Liz Cheney said, my sole purpose is to keep Trump out of the White House. She's going to quit. She's like, I don't care that I didn't get voted back in. My new job is this. So fuck you, Wyoming. She's worried about Trump. Okay, so they got this committee together, and they had witnesses, and they had expert witnesses. Remember, they had the girl in there who, she wasn't there, but she heard from somebody who was there. Wait. How are you? How the fuck are you a witness when you didn't witness? Let me know. I haven't passed the bar. I haven't gotten close to any legal accolades. But I know in order for you to be called a witness, you have to have witnessed something, right? Yeah, Amanda Mitchell, to the effect of. That's how she was talking. He said something to the effect of, well, let's get him in here. What the fuck are you doing here? He was translator. Is he in your earpiece telling him what he said? Is this a romantic comedy where the nerd can't talk to the pretty girl, so the hot guy gets in his earpiece and tells her what to say to get the lady? Huh? What the fuck is this? She heard this story from, excuse me, from somebody who was there. So give me the guy who was there, not the girl he pillow talked with. Not the girl he went, oh, let me tell you what happened at work today. No, I don't want you. I don't want the walk of shamer. I want the guy who was there. And she said that Trump, he said, take me to the Capitol. And they said, no, sir, we're not taking you to the Capitol. And Trump said, I'm the fucking president. And then he reached up to the driver and grabbed him by his clavicles. That's what she said. Grabbed him by his clavicles. And not only the driver, but he also had the other Secret Service agent held back too with his other hand. Trump's a big dude. Was he 6'2", 6'3", 2 something? I don't know if he's that strong. You're going to have 2 Secret Service agents, one by the chest and one by the clavicles? Come on, man. That's some bullshit. But they put the committee together. They did their thing. And I'll tell you the results. We're going to find out the culmination of the J6 committee. Mighty Geek Studios. Jericho, the only credible witnesses are the security cameras, so let's see them. If there was something that happened and you were in charge of the security footage and there was something on that footage that flew in the face of what you've been barking about, would you release that footage? Or would you keep it hidden and secret and unavailable to the public because it would burn down your entire argument? I think so. Take the humans out of it. Just that President John Wick. Yeah, he was in there doing gun fu on the fucking Secret Service agents. Come on, man. That's what Terrence Howard would say. Ivan Adams, thank you. JG, have you seen the movie Scanner Darkly? No, I haven't. What kind of movie is it? Action or something? I do like a good action movie. I'll tell you that much. Nate Deasy 502. I remember the don't ask, don't tell policy. Now they want to know. They want to know it all. And not only do they want to know, they want to help you fix it. You want a new dick? You want a dick? You want a vagina? will help you. The U.S. government will help you get the genitals of your dreams. Are you tired of the pesky genitals you were given at birth? Do you wish you had the other guy's package? And this is the black and white footage. This is the infomercials, black and white footage. And then they're looking down at their crotch and they go, well, we have something to help you get the genitals of your dreams. Now, presenting the United States military. You will be given an all-expense-paid vacation to Paris Island or Great Lakes, Illinois. You will enjoy physical activity, and when you are done, you will be a member of the United States military where you can get the genitals of your dreams. Sign up for 4 years plus, and we will give you continued medical supplies, pills, and things to change out your bandages and stop the leaking from your new genitals. You want free genitals? You want the free genitals of your dreams? Join the United States military. Yeah, Matt Clayton, what's behind door number 1? A new cock. No, I didn't say a new car. I said a new cock. Wah, wah, wah. Hey, Mr. Federal Government, I don't want this old pesky vagina. I want a dick. How can I get one? Put on this uniform, go over there and fight, and we'll fix your genital issues. Do you want the genitals of your dreams? And it'll be free. I got your free genitals right here. You get new genitals, and you get new genitals, and you get new genitals. I don't like my penis. Don't worry, the federal government will give you an origami vagina. It won't work properly. You will derive no pleasure from it, but it will look like a vagina, kinda. Amanda Mitchell, we look weak to the rest of the world. That's right. And if you view something as weak, you don't fear it, do you? No, you don't. There needs to be a healthy amount of fear. Just like with your parents. There needs to be a healthy amount of fear. You need to have inside of you a little voice that says, don't fuck around. Now, how often you listen to that voice is up to you, but the voice needs to be there. And they don't have that voice. Their voice says, fuck with them. Huh? That's what they say. That's what their voice is telling them. Hey, they're weak. Go fuck with them. The loyal goose. Kind of vagina. It's not a vagina, but it's not the penis you had. It's a kind of vagina. I just feel like it would be like a mess. Like the piss would come out the side. Like, what are you putting down there? What is that? What is that? This don't look right. I want to go back. I want to go back to what I had before. I don't like this. Well, too late. It's your new genital. Oh boy. And Tate versus Thunberg. Bjergen. You know that angry little environmentalist turd? Greta Van Thundenbergen Guggen? Well, she's having it out with Andrew Tate online, and the shit is funny. And what's most funny are Andrew Tate's responses to this. He does like a whole video where he's smoking a cigar. It's so funny. And these people are so easy to troll. It's easy. Yeah, none the miser. How dare you? How dare you? And Rome 13. That ain't Tate. It is now. It's the one you got. It's your new skin bridge. Your new DIY skin bridge. Ugh. So they're so easy to troll because they're driven by emotion. And it's people who, even as a kid, You know the kids who are emotional and easy to set off, you're going to set them off because it's easy. Do these people actually think the words and the stuff? And one of her response to him was so fucking weak, but she thought it was going to be a zinger. She thinks that's going to keep Andrew Tate up at night. They can't be funny. They don't know how to joke. They don't know how to talk shit because they don't have any fun. They don't have any comedy. They don't laugh in their world because everything's offensive and they're mad and upset all the time. Fuck them. Keep that world to yourself. Drum beats cray cray to death. He is 36. Why is he messing with a 19-year-old? She's an adult. And she went after him first. And why not? If some famous 19-year-old talks shit about me, you best believe I'm going to let her have it. Because, you know, once you're over 18, once you're an adult, that don't matter. 36, 19, 55, 20, it don't matter. She's an adult. She wanted to fuck around. She's finding out. The shit's hilarious. It is so funny. How dare you? Oh, such an ugly individual. She is such an ugly individual. Inside and out. J954, isn't she mentally handicapped? I believe she has autism. Well, she's pretty high functioning, so you don't get no sympathy from me. If you low functioning autism, yeah, back up. But she's pretty high functioning. She's high functioning enough to talk shit. So let's go. Equality, I got it. I got you. Don't worry. No, Sergeant D, not ass burgers, not like hamburgers that you keep in the seat of your pants. Well, it is ass burgers, but it's pronounced the same way, but it means something different. There we go. Ivan Adams, Greta Thunberg is fair game. Let's see, hold on. Greta Thunberg is fair game. She's no longer a minor. She asked for it. Yeah. And when she was doing her, how dare you, and all that shit, she was like 16, 17. I wasn't talking shit about her. I was talking shit about her parents who were putting her out there like this. That's what I was doing. Because I read stories about how she was off camera, how she was like all the noise and the excitement and attention really bothered her. So it was fucked up for her parents to put her out there with those issues. So I never talked about Greta personally because she was a kid. But then she turned 18. Well, here we go. Here we go, Greta. So yeah, she got beef with Andrew Tate, and that shit is too damn funny. So funny. And yesterday, speaking of Andrew Tate, let me see if I can find it. There was something that I saw on Instagram, and it was a post about Andrew Tate, and he was talking about how women, like a high body count for a woman is disgusting to a man. A woman that sleeps with a bunch of dudes and she's a slut. I mean, will a dude have sex with her? Yeah, but that's not saying much, you know? So he was saying how that's disgusting. And if you want a man, like you want a husband and a family, a man's going to be turned off by that. That's disgusting. And so these people in there were like, the comment section, don't talk about women's body. You're a man. And I'm so sick of this guy. So I was like, well, that makes sense to me. What he's saying makes sense. And it's true. If you're a woman and you're a hoe and you're fucking all these dudes, that's gross. And it's a double standard, but it's different from a man. Women are the ones who are desired in society. You're the ones that men go after. You're the ones who, if you ever hear, I always compare it to how when you're, you hear the commercials on the news or on the radio. So-and-so nightclub tonight, Friday and Saturday, women get in free before 11. Right? Women. It's all about women because where the women go, the men will follow. Guaranteed. I don't care if those women are going off of a cliff. Where the women are, the men will follow. So it's catered to women. Women are the desired ones. Okay? There's no guy like, oh, I can't even go out. All these women checking me out and whistling at me and all this shit. That don't happen. Nobody gives a fuck about dudes, and that's fine. But women are the ones who are desired. So if a woman is loose, if she's loose with her vagina, no pun intended, then that's a turnoff to a man that's looking for something serious. A man that's looking to, it don't matter because that ain't gonna take long. But if we're looking for something serious, something real, something we can build a family with and get married and all that kind of shit, then no, that's fucking disgusting. And that's not going to happen for you. So let me see if I can find my comment. And surprisingly, at least the two women who responded to it, they were pretty respectful about it. And, we had a nice back and forth. But it was just funny how people don't agree with that. Like, how could you not agree with that? How could you not have more respect for yourself? And if you don't, then don't expect people to treat you better than you would treat yourself. If you act like a damn doormat, you're going to get stepped on. So you can't treat yourself like shit and expect everybody else to treat you like a fucking queen. So I'll play for you what Andrew Tate said first, and then I'll read my response to it. I think one of the last things I said in there, I think I'm going to make some merch out of it. So I think it's a pretty good line. Let's see. So
to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without devaluing herself, because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There's no.
Hold on, I want to start that from the beginning.
It is impossible for a female to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without devaluing herself, because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There's no way she is sleeping with endless men, and all of them are either high-value men or treating her the way she should be treated.
True.
If you find a woman who slept with 50, 100 dudes, she's either fucking dudes which aren't at her level or haven't worked hard enough to try and get the...
And what condition is your vagina in after 50 to 100 dudes? Ugh.
Pussy, she was just too drunk to realize he's a loser, plays video games, or she's fucking a top G who barely texts her back. So either way, she's fucking dude she shouldn't be fucking, or a guy who's at the level who doesn't give her the right amount of attention. For a woman to find a guy who's truly on a level, who truly treats her the way she should be treated, that's once every couple years, if that. You ain't just gonna go out there fucking a new dude every week and say, yeah, he's worth pussy. Yeah, he treats me good enough to get my pussy. Da da da. And you know what's funny about the universe? It's actually beautiful about the universe because it's equal and opposite forces. When you devalue yourself, it's kind of like men can smell it on you. They can just look at a bitch and go, oh. And that's the way it works. So you have to be very careful as a female and sit and go, does this man truly deserve to fuck me? And if you think about it, the answer 99% of the time, especially if you're promiscuous, is no. So when a woman is sleeping around with all these men, she's devaluing herself. She's devaluing herself, and the world knows, God knows, the universe knows. When a man does it, he doesn't devalue himself at all. That's just the way it works.
Can I ask you a question? Wait, Esther, 1 second. So may I ask you a question? What would you say if a woman now is married to 2 men?
Haram.
Go on.
It is a double standard, but I think that lady who was saying, that's the problem. I think she's mad because this is one of the rare times where the double standard is pointed at you. Men deal with double standards all the time. Men deal with a lower rung in society all the time. But now that she had to face it, that's the problem. It's true. A dude can go out and fuck a bunch of chicks. He's a player. If a girl goes out and fucks a bunch of dudes, she's a hoe because what she has is of more value and you're being foolish with it. If I run my beat up 1986 Ford F-150 into a fucking side of a building and wreck it, so what? It's an old beat up pickup truck. It was fucked up to begin with. Didn't have no matching hubcaps. It was rusty. You could look through the floorboard and see the ground as you drive. Piece of shit. But if I take my $1 million Ferrari Enzo and run it into that side of the building, you're going to be like, what the fuck's your problem? That's an expensive car. It's a beautiful machine. It's a piece of art. He's right. So I wrote 100%. A hot girl summer will give you a lonely bitch winter. No real man wants to marry a woman who has been ran through by everyone but him. That shit is gross. Be frugal with your vagina. Don't you know how valuable it is? But hey, some women don't mind being a booty call for life. Hashtag BCFL, booty call for life. A hot girl summer will give you a lonely bitch winter, meaning you can be out here and I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to fuck all these dudes and I'm going to take care of mine, me. I'm independent. I don't need a man. And then, hold up. Oh, shit. It's been 10 years? Wait a minute. Where'd everybody go? Oh, shit. We're married. We got families. We got kids. I'm warming up a bottle in a pot of hot water right now with puke on my shirt. What are you doing, girl? Oh, you're still trying to run to the bathroom before it leaks out onto the floor. Ew. I believe that most people, men and women, want to be married, especially women. They want to be married. They want to have kids. They want to have a family eventually. But if you keep doing your hot girl summer and you keep balling out, yes, bitch, you keep doing that shit, you're going to wake up, your ovaries have turned to powder, and now you got 12 cats you need to feed before you go to work. But I do think that will make merch out of the hot girl summer, will give you a lonely bitch winter. I like that. I like it a lot. Nicole Thomas, crikey, I'm late. How could you, Nicole Thomas? She says, crikey, I'm late. Hey, lovely people, tuning in from London this evening in the UK. Top of the morning to you, Nico. No, that's London. London is like, I say, old boy, good evening to you, Nicole Thomas. Very sophisticated in London. Am I right? Am I wrong? What do you guys think? Women are more valued. Therefore, you should take more care of your product. It's valuable. Amarok, Wales, UK. Wales. Wales is nice too, isn't it? Is it near London? None the miser, she's in London, not Sydney. She's the one who started with crikey. I didn't know British people said crikey. Oh, crikey. That doesn't sound right. Crikey. Look at the size of that figure. Oh, Nicole says, I'm from Wales. Good evening to you, darling. Darling. Mighty Geek Studios. Jericho, I find it very funny how these women try to react now. Stella got her groove back. That is funny, isn't it? So yeah, I don't believe that crikey is British. If somebody writes crikey, you got to say crikey. Mandy Westcott, I just spit my drink through my nose. Well, good thing you didn't spit it through somewhere else. Let me know if it comes through somewhere else. But your nose, that's pretty normal. Yeah, JG, be genuinely frugal with your product. Yeah, you have Amarok, Wales, where men are men and sheep are nervous. Damn, Wales. Yeah, you have a very valuable product. It's the most valuable thing in the world to a man. A woman's not going to find a vagina too valuable because she has one. But to a man, that is the most valuable thing in the world. So why would you fucking hand it out like flyers to a concert? You're standing on the corner passing out flyers to everybody that walks by. Why would you do that with something so valuable? Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. You know the thing. Stacey Hastert. Stacey Hastert of the Hastert clan. I'm 53. I'm a 53-year-old woman who's been married 34 years, and you are absolutely correct. Somebody from behind the lines. Married right now. Yes, of course. Can't be handing that shit out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Anyway, anywho, so let's talk about, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Oh, so fucking sad. Oh, Marines, come on. Look, let's be honest here. The Marines are like the toughest of the military branches. If you're just going straight military, we're not talking special forces, because we know the Navy SEALs are the best of the special forces. You know that already. But as far as regular military, infantry, grunts, whatever you want to call it, it's the Marines. They have the toughest boot camp, the hardest physical requirements, all that shit. The Marines are the toughest of the military branches. And for you guys to even be entertaining this shit, that's the scary part. That is the scary part. They're getting you, but it makes sense. Get the toughest one, then the rest will fall in line, won't they? Fuck. There we go. If you get the toughest one, the rest will fall in line. So let's see here. And this is according to the New York Post. And the headline reads, Marines told to stop using sir, ma'am to avoid misgendering their superiors. So this is for the RDCs and the officers and stuff. We don't want to misgender them. Why would we be in danger of misgendering? Wear the right fucking uniform and we'll know what gender you are. It just makes no sense. Why do you always got to ruin shit? The military was doing just fine. Now you guys got to come in and fuck it all up. Says, no more, yes, sir. The U.S. Marines may ban recruits from respectfully addressing senior members as sir or ma'am to avoid misgendering and offending them. The woke recommendation was made in a new $2 million report commissioned by the Corps from the University of Pittsburgh. So they took our $2 million to get this bullshit report commissioned. Okay. The exhaustive 738-page study that the Marines first commissioned in 2020 said traditional ways of addressing superiors were holding back gender integration. I thought the military was already integrated with gender. Matter of fact, I know it has. My mom was in the Army. She is a woman. So where is the problem with integration coming when it's already been integrated? I love how they make these straw men. They just erect a fucking problem out of nowhere. Gender integration is no longer a problem because men and women can serve. There's women in the comment section who have served. So if you got both genders in there, it's already integrated. Employing gender neutral identifiers eliminates the possibility of misgendering drill instructors. Did any of you in the military get the hint that your drill instructors gave a fuck about anything you thought or said? Which can unintentionally offend or cause discord, the study said. By teaching recruits to use gender neutral identifiers for their drill instructors, hold on, stupid fucking ad popped up right where I was reading. By teaching recruits to use gender-neutral identifiers for their drill instructors, services underscore the importance of respecting authoritative figures regardless of gender. The 2-year study by the University of Pittsburgh's Warrior Human Performance Research Center also said that the Army, Navy, and Coast Guard effectively de-emphasize gender in an integrated environment. Instead of saying ma'am or sir, recruits in these services refer to their drill instructors using their ranks or roles followed by their last names, it said. This must be pretty new because when I was in, it was sir, yes, sir, or ma'am, yes, ma'am. Gendered identifiers prime recruits to think about or visually search for a drill instructor's gender first before rank or role. But that's easy to decipher because they're wearing a male or female uniform, right? And usually the women, they have their hair in a bun. So you can tell, hey, her with that big old ball of hair in the back of her head, that's probably a woman. Some of them have tits. And if those other identifiers don't work, because like in the boot camp, all the uniforms are the same. Like they're all wearing fatigues or a camo, whatever the fuck they call them. So the uniform looks the same. But here, if you can't tell by the uniform, you can't tell by their hair, or you can't tell by their tits. Another way to tell that it's a female is females are a lot smaller. They're usually a whole lot smaller. And you can also tell by their voice. They sound like a woman. There aren't too many 5'3", 105-pound Marines walking around that are male. I never once had a problem correctly gendering one of my RDCs. You know what? There was this one RDC. After boot camp, you go to your schools. And I went to my school across the street from where we had boot camp. And so we had an instructor that would come in. And one of the instructors that we had every day was this bosun's mate, female, who had a buzz haircut. She always had a mean look on her face, like, you should have hugged me more when I was a kid, Dad. And she had tattoos on her forearms. But despite her efforts to look like a man, I could still tell that she was a woman because she had a big old booty and she had big old tits. So there was never no, I knew. Tattoos, mean face, buzz cut, that didn't work because she had titties, hips, and an ass on her. So that meant she was, you know. Colonel Howard Hall, Chief of Staff of Marine Corps Training and Education Command, told Defense Advisory Committee on Women in the Service. Oh, what the fuck? These titles, stop this shit. Colonel Howard Hall, Chief of Staff of the Marine Corps Training and Education Command, told the Defense Advisory Committee on Women in the Services this month that the radical shift was being considered by leadership, albeit with some pushback, the Marine Corps Times said. Yeah, you think there's going to be some pushback? The proposal is one of a half dozen recommendations the Marines Entry-Level Training Advisory Council is considering. The report said it's not clear on when the service will decide which ones to pursue. Hall warned the December meeting of the Defense Advisory Committee on Women in Services that it would not be a quick fix. Wait. Hold on. Quick fix. Fix means that something was broken. If you say something needs to be fixed, that means it was broken. What's that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So quick fix, what was the problem? Did you have this rash of Ku Klux trans members that are joining the military and the recruits are like, I don't know what she is or he. Ugh. So you guys had to pay $2 million to find out how can we help the recruits not misgender the fucking drill instructors? My RDCs didn't have a heart. They didn't care. We thought they hated us. They don't give a fuck what you think or what you say. God, man, this shit is sick. It's going to take some effort, Hall told the committee of the switch to gender neutral identifiers according to the military outlet. We want to avoid any quick fix solutions and introduce perturbations. What the fuck? Perturbations. I don't know what the fuck that means. Down the line. Hall later told the outlet that it's not something we could change overnight. No shit, Hall. We've got a history of sir, ma'am, or sir, ma'am. If we change something at the root level, how do we make the corresponding change at the Fleet Marine Force? So it's not ours to implement alone. News of the possible change was quickly ripped online, making a joke of our military, was one commenter was claiming. Any real Marine wouldn't let this happen. Just another reason I got out of the Marine Corps, one of the former members wrote, and we are war fighters, not politicians. Holy shit. Podcaster Craig Chamberlain, meanwhile, quipped, If captured by the enemy, at least we know our troops will be prepared to use the right pronouns. And that's most important, guys. It's not the mission at hand. It's not your safety. It's not killing the enemy. It's making sure everyone is properly gendered. Let's be real, okay? Let's be real. Others, however, suggested it was not as big of an overhaul as it first appears. As a former Marine, it was always yes or no drill instructor. Ma'am or sir was only for addressing an officer, one person wrote, which with others saying only recruits would ever use these terms. Yeah, because when you're in the fleet, you're not going to call a petty officer sir or chief. You're only going to call officers sir. That is true. So this is the part I wanted to get to. Women became a permanent part of the regular Marine Corps in 1948. Okay, let me read this one first. The commissioned study highlighted a number of areas where the service still comes across as being a male-dominated operation, including sexist behavior and jokes and training material focusing on men, often using male pronouns, even for positions held by females. Well, there are no female positions in the Marine Corps, so what does that mean? How could they be using male pronouns? Are there any jobs in the Marine Corps just for women? I believe all jobs are open to whoever qualifies for them. Women became a permanent part of the regular Marine Corps in 1948, but it still only accounts for 4.3% of officers and 5.1% of those enlisted or active duty, according to the Marine Corps University. So you are going to stop using sir and ma'am so you don't mix the fucking drill instructors when only 5.1% of the Marines are female. So that's 5.1% over the whole Marine Corps enlisted, only 5% are females. That means 95% are men. So why are we even talking about this? So if you're only 5.1% of the enlisted population, what percentage of enlisted Marines are female drill instructors? What percentage is that? So you're talking about this microscopic tiny speck of the population of the fucking enlisted Marine Corps, and we're doing all this bullshit. I wonder if I could find that out. Let's see. What percentage of enlisted Marines are female drill instructors? Marine Corps Times. Let's see what they have to say. The Marines need more female drill instructors. To make gender integration, again, I don't know what the fuck that means because we're already integrated, at boot camp happen, the Marine Corps will need to add more than 70 women drill instructors. 70. A fucking small number. 70. So how many do you have now? Oh, so there's 100. There are 134 women drill instructors. 134. And they needed to go to 207. When are we going to stop contorting our society to fit the needs and wants of this tiny portion of the population? When are we going to do that? 134. That ain't shit. Mike Herrera, what up? How are your sea bitches doing? Every chance I get. 134. How many enlisted Marines are there?
Here's information from Statista.
Marine Corps active duty, 179,378. And of that 179,000, 134 of them are female drill instructors. $179,000. What the fuck? Oh man. What? That is just so ridiculous, man. So ridiculous. You're focusing on this little teeny tiny. Why? Daniel Orr, yes. So less than 1 out of 1,000. We gotta really start catering to this 1 out of 1,000. So you got 1,000 people that need to eat, but you're gonna let one person pick what they eat. 1. Careless. Jericho, it's about destroying America. Can't do that without destroying the military. Exactly. What do we learn from heist movies? Huh? What do we learn? First thing you got to do is take care of the security system. The first thing you got to do, you got to put the sleeping pill in the piece of raw beef and throw it over the fence for the Doberman to eat. So once it passes out, then you could hop the fence and steal what you want. You got to take care of the security. That's number 1. Creole lady, try not to curse. Try as you may, girl. But go ahead and let it out if you need to. Amarok, they are trying to destroy the West from the inside. That's because it's the only way they can. That's the only way they can destroy us is from the inside. And we got this big old 6'4", 250-pound ripped dude with years of combat experience, multiple black belts, has a cool scar going down here across one of his eyes, wears fingerless gloves and tactical gear. You think you're going to beat that dude hand to hand? Probably not. So what do you got to do? You got to infect him from the inside. You got to make him sick. And when he's wasted away and he's emaciated enough, then you can take him. That's America. America's big, ripped, and not giving a fuck. You're not going to touch us. We got hands, feet, knees, everything for you. You can't beat us. So you have to infect us. You have to put something in our air system to make us sick inside. Once we're fucking doing our best Val Kilmer and coughing up blood in a damn napkin and a handkerchief, now you can take us. But trying to take us from the outside, hand to hand, you'll get fucked up every time, world. Rest of the world. With our military at full force, minus this woke shit, there's no military on the earth that could give us a moment's pause. In the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, the guerrilla warfare, the IEDs, that's one thing. I'm talking your military across from our military. Your tanks, your planes, your troops across from ours. We will fuck you up, world. Bad. Pitbull on a poodle. Bad. Not one country in the world. We could take on multiple countries at one time. But with this shit, with them infected with this poison, James Cameron, you think testosterone is poison? This is poison. If we can be weakened enough from within, then we can be overtaken. We can be beaten. Believe that shit. You think the rest of the world, they're not chomping at the bit? They're not licking their fucking lips, waiting for us to get weak enough for them to pounce on our corpse? Man, please. You're crazy if you don't think that shit's happening. Silverback, thank you for the Twompski. 17 years Air Force. I got a few tees in my shop. I has a nasty neck beard now. Still looks like a whole woman. One wears a drag getup. One just woke up one day 3 years into his enlistment and said he wanted to be a girl now. Oh my goodness. Damn, dog. So it's happened. It's already happened. You got 3 T's in your shop? That's a lot. 3 T's, I don't know what they call in the Air Force, your division, your brigade, platoon, whatever. 3 in that. 3 T's, 3 Ku Klux Trans members on your base is a lot. For a whole base, that's a lot. 3 in your shop, it's already been done. That poison is coursed through our body more than I thought. But, and I guess this doesn't matter if they are being Ku Klux Trans members, then they are. But I wonder how many of them had something happen in their life, had some trauma. Like, I wonder how many of them had bad shit happen in their life, or they're just going along because they think this shit is cool and this is what they should be doing. I don't know. But that's very disheartening. It's very shitty to hear that. What up, Corn Pop? It's very sad to hear that it's that bad. You got 3 of them in one fucking shop. Donatello slap a fellow. But we can just hang from the pull-up bars now, Jericho. That's fair. Yeah. And then, but you know what? The Army, what was it, for 4 years? I think it's for 4 years they did a study where they made the requirements the same across the board. Everybody, hey, man, you do this many, women, you got to do the same. And more than half of the women failed. And I thought that was bullshit. When I was in boot camp, the men, it's based on your age, on how well you need to perform in the PT test, the PRT test, physical readiness test. It's all based on your age. So you have to do X amount of sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, and run 1.5 miles in a certain amount of time based on your age. And it was such bullshit. Together for the big PT test, and you look over there and see the female divisions, and they're doing their push-ups on their knees, or they're just hanging there. You know how long an 18-year-old in shape young man can hang on a pull-up bar? Probably like 3 days. But we couldn't do that. We had to do pull-ups. Now, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if women in the military. I'm fine with that. Like I said, my mother was in the military. But it should be the same across the board. And if you can't cut it, you can't fucking cut it. I knew buddies of mine out of high school want to go to the military. They didn't have the right eyesight. They something wrong with their feet or some shit. They didn't want you. The military was selective. We have a mold that you need to fit in. And if you don't fit in our mold, then you can fuck off. Go on, do something else. Silverback says, Jericho, fucks up the whole dynamic of the shop. Even our older civilian women in the shop went to EO about the bathroom situation, and EO told them to kick rocks. What the fuck? It does. Because it fucks up everything because you're expecting me to ignore the fact that you're fucking weird. You expect me to ignore the fact that you're a freak. Now, if I'm out in the world and I run into you, that's fine. I can avoid you. But I can't avoid you here at work. So leave your freaky shit out of here. I'm supposed to act like you're not a damn weirdo, the way you look and the way you act? Then these poor women can't go in the bathroom by themselves with other women to use the bathroom. They got to let a man come up in there? I don't give a fuck how much lipstick you put on that pig. That thing is still pork. It's still swine. That is fucked up, man. Ugh. And when America is doing well, the world is doing well. When we're doing good, when we're in charge, when we're running the world, because we are the most kind, the most generous nation the world has ever seen, the world is fine. But when we've been infected and we're in bed, sick, fighting for our lives, the world is a very fucked up place. Golly, man. Just that's really sad to hear, Silverback. Damn. Oh my goodness. Silverback says, Jericho, the Air Force sends all the T's to Texas to get eval'd about the transition stuff. They all come back affirmed and approved. You know, that reminds me of the thumbnail that I picked. Thumbnail, I don't know the person's name, but it's a transgender Marine Corps officer who's obviously a fucking man. But you're allowed to disrespect and shit on that uniform and the people who wore it before you and who are wearing it with you now by fitting your disgusting manly ass into a female's uniform. And the military allows that. The Marine Corps allows that. And so now we're going to let you fucking slap chop your dick off at our expense? I'm telling you, if we had our money, if you got paid the gross, if you just got paid the gross out of your check and you had to cut a check to the government for taxes, that's when shit would change. Because I don't want to be paying for nobody to get reassignment surgery or top surgery. Either way, I don't want to pay for you to throw your tits or your dick in the garbage. You pay for that because that's what it is, garbage. The military is not the financier for your psychosis. Don't forget, almost 50% of the people who get reassignment surgery still end up killing themselves. Still, you got what you wanted and it didn't help. Golly, man. That is some sick shit. Do that shit on your own. Your own time. You want to Tu Wong Fu and shit on your own time while you serve the country? I don't care. But when you're on this base or you're on this assignment and you're wearing this uniform, you better fucking dress and act like what you were born as. And hey, if you don't like it, don't join the military. It's volunteer. Deplorable chump, thank you. If someone is crazy enough to mutilate their own genitals, imagine what they could do to the enemy. Put them on the front line. I see your reasoning with that, deplorable chump. And that's fine. Yeah, put them out there, but I'm not paying for your fucking surgery. And you're not wearing a woman's uniform if you're a man, and you're not wearing a man's uniform if you're a woman. The military is not a fucking playground. It's not a sexuality, gender playground. Okay? You pay for that shit yourself. If you're transgender, you can't be in the military because you have mental issues. If some dude goes to the recruiter and he's scratching himself and talking, wait, motherfucker, I'm about to go in there right now. Shit, don't talk to me, don't touch me. And nobody's there? They're going to fucking let you in? They're going to sign you up? No, because you're nuts. But I want to be a girl. Oh, yeah, sign up right here. Sign on the dotted line. No problem. No problem. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, they, yes, they. Jeez, man. Jeez. MGTOW. Michigander. Thank you. I've been losing faith in the safety of our country since I saw that picture of a non-binary dog in Marines clothing. I saw that. But they are being investigated. So let's hope they face some punishment. And that just reminded me of something. I got a picture I want to show you guys that's going to make you upset. Are you ready for your anger blood? Who wants their anger blood? I got your drop of anger blood coming up. I got it coming up, and it's going to cost you money. Heidi Boo, thank you, miss. Happy New Year to you and your family, JG. Same to you and yours. Same to you, Layla and Shay. Is Shay there today? What up, girl? Happy New Year to you all. Oh, you Let's see. J954. Thank you. Yo, JG, imagine for a second if this BS existed back in the 40s. No way. We'd all be speaking German right now. My dad was in Vietnam. This shit breaks my heart. Yeah, man. I mean, man, you know the people in the 40s. I mean, I see what you're saying. If they were doing the same bullshit we were, yeah, man, Hitler would have marched all over the fucking Europe and probably came over here. Und Scheißen, und Scheißen, Scheiße, und Scheiße, nine. His fucking hair going everywhere. He would have marched all the way across Europe. You're speaking German. You're speaking German. And you're speaking German. This whole world would be speaking German and Japanese. What do they say? Hard times make good men make easy times make, hold on. Hard times make good men create easy times. Oh, I can't remember how it goes. Somebody let me know in the comments. Leonard S., thank you. There is no top Marine general who will put his career on the line to call out this woke junk. Nope, and that's a shame. They're buying it. You Colonel Hall, whoever the fuck that was. Colonel, that's pretty high up there. That's right before you become a general, before you become a brigadier general. That's pretty high. And he's sipping the fuck. They're not even drinking the Kool-Aid. They're swimming in that shit. They're swimming in an Olympic-sized pool full of fucking SJW Kool-Aid. Jay Reason, what's up, man? Thank you for the 5. What up, Jericho? Just coming through and showing love back. Hey, thanks, Jay Reason. Jay Reason has a channel on YouTube, and follow him. I do, but he covers NFL games. He streams them, gives you the play-by-play and stuff, and on his channel. So when I can't catch it on TV, I check out his channel. So thank you, Jay Reason. I appreciate that, man. Good looking out. Good looking out, man. You guys want some good football coverage with a lot of knowledge about the game, and the way it's set up. The green screen, the flow of it, the way he handles the people in the chats, and just everything. The channel looks good, it runs good, and I really appreciate you showing some love, man. Thank you. Hogman, what up? He says, Jericho. Are you falling off a cliff, Hogman? Jericho. That reminds me, it's one of my favorite lines from that show, Scrubs. He was talking to Dr. Cox, was talking to Elliot, and he's telling her no. He goes, nope. No, nada, Nathan, 0. And my favorite, a man falling off a cliff. No. That show is too damn funny. All right, what's that? Weapon X, hold on. Jumped on me again. Hard times make strong men. Good times makes weak men. Is that all of it? But yeah, that's true. Hard times make strong men. Good times makes weak men. We're having some good times now, aren't we? Well, not too good, but as far as our decadence, it's turned up pretty high. David M., thank you for the Hamilton. Dude, I'm glad I'm out of the military. When a man starts a sentence with dude, it's serious. As a Navy corpsman, I serve with the Marines. This is disgusting. In the situations I've been in, I can't even imagine serving with this crap. We are screwed. Thank you for your service, David M. And shout out to my stepdad, Frank, RIP. He was also a Navy corpsman who was assigned to some Marines, and he saw some shit in Vietnam. And it is very sad, man. Could you imagine being in a situation where it's going down, lead is flying around you, and you have somebody freaking out? And I know that probably happens to straight men who are in the military. Maybe they get in a combat situation and they freak the fuck out. But having somebody with established mental issues, that's probably going to happen more often. And once they DIY their dick into something that they think they want, that's not it. For the rest of their life, they're on medications to maintain this fucking charade. They got to do all this maintenance to keep this up. There's no maintenance. If you're a man, you don't have to do things to make sure you're a man every day. You don't got to do that shit. You're just a man every time you fucking wake up. You look down, yep, still there. Women, you don't got to do nothing to maintain your womanhood. What the hell's calling me right now? You don't have to maintain womanhood. I mean, well, oh, somebody better be dying. You keep calling me. You don't have to maintain it. You wake up every day, you're a woman. Yeah, still got my tits in my clan. Guys, hold on. This might be an emergency. I didn't even say anything. Fuck them. So there's no maintenance that needs. You don't have to go and fucking walk out with a duffel bag full of meds from CVS to maintain your gender. You just are. What the fuck? You don't have to take no Cinderella drugs so you don't fucking turn back into a damn maiden. You don't have to. If you miss your pills, if you fucking miss your pills, you're gonna turn back into whatever you were. Cinderella pills. You don't want that carriage to turn back into a fucking pumpkin? Oh Lord. That shit is sick as hell, man. Oh, I wish I was reading these stories about another country. Oh my goodness. I wish I was reading this about another country. Cannonballer 2020. Thank you, miss, for the 50. Uncle Jericho, that thumbnail scared the bummer out of me. Oh, bummer. Minnesota is 35 degrees today, and I saw some idiot wearing shorts and a t-shirt. What do you mean? That's summertime. You guys probably blowing up beach balls in Minnesota when it's 35 out. Ooh, it's warm there, don't you know? You kids probably got sunscreen on your nose when it's 35 degrees in Minnesota. That's where snow is made. That's a fucking snow factory. All the snow around the world is made in fucking Minnesota. I saw one of those time-lapse videos somebody had on their front porch. I never seen that many feet of snow in that short amount of time in my life. No, thank you, miss. See? Cannonball 2020. Yeah, I was grilling yesterday and today. I can't lie. See? Be out there in the damn flip-flops with a two-piece on. Bring out the burgers. Mm-hmm. But if it were 35 degrees here, oh no. Bundled up, cold as shit, complaining about it all day long. Dino Mike, 49 in Michigan. It's smoking. When you guys going to the damn lake? Baby Harley, ours is melting. You say it like it's a bad thing. Are you happy or sad about that? Get out of here, snow. I'd be like, hell yeah, melt. Melt. Cannonball 2020, 96 inches of snow in 1988. When it gets to 96 inches, it's no longer inches. That's feet. 72 inches is 6 feet. So that's like 7 feet, 7 foot fucking snow. Hell no. Hell no. Let's see. Does that stink? Probably does if you have to ask. Snowing like a bitch in Nebraska. I drove through Nebraska one time. I remember we stopped somewhere, I think it was near Lincoln, and ate at this place called Catfish Charlie's. And I ordered, said, yeah, let me get the catfish and what they had, hush puppies and stuff. I was like, yeah, let's get some of those. They came out, had some honey to dip them in. And then the fish came out. And I was like, wait a minute. Why does it still have a head on it? Head, eyeballs, all that shit. I was like, damn, Catfish Charlie. And I didn't want it, but then my dad looked at me with those, you better not waste that damn food eyes. And I said, well, looks like we're eating a whole catfish tonight. Yes. Yes. Yeah, my dad was the cut the mold off a cheese kind of guy. He grew up really poor. So my dad didn't waste shit. Cut the mold off of cheese. We used to have or sometimes an orange juice container, if it was in the fridge, that shit was round from all the fucking carbonation inside of it. You open that orange juice, that shit would go tss. Like if somebody open a Sprite, nope, just getting some orange juice. And that's real. That, my friends, is real life for Jericho Green. J954, thank you again. All this talk about boot camp, Full Metal Jacket. Well, we are going to cover Full Metal Jacket. We were talking about that last night. So we're going to do 2 parts because we can do a whole show. We can do a 3-hour show just off of the beginning with the whole boot camp scene before they get sent off to Vietnam. So yeah, we're definitely going to do Full Metal Jacket, but it's got to be a 2-parter. We can't rush that. Flowers Mama, I cut the mold off of cheese too. Yeah, my dad didn't play. If you're throwing that away, it better be bad. It better be so bad the dog's like, oh, I don't want that shit. And that's real. That is real. I hate that shit. I can't. Hey, my kid is 228 months old, and the oldest is 276 months old. Oh, man. So, this is the picture. Okay, here we go. You guys ready for your anger blood for the day? Good, because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Ooh, let's get ready for that anger blood, because anger blood's a vibe. Ooh. Let's see. Email. Where's my Gmail account? Here it is. Gmail inbox. Booyakasha. Come on. And tomorrow I'm going to be using my new laptop. Excited. So excited right now. Like, view photo. There it is. All right. Okay. Now before, just let me do something real quick. That's 2 words. Okay. 2 separate words. Didn't know that. Wasn't sure if it was 1 word or 2 words. Okay, hold on. Gotta get the color right. Yeah. Boy, these are getting up there. So, the picture I'm going to show you is of an illegal, this is in Texas, and she's waiting to come on over. But look what she's wearing. I only say this because, damn girl, it's kind of expensive, don't you think? Let's see here. Let me share this with you. Share screen. Okay. This is a picture of a woman and her baby, because when you travel for at least 1,000 miles, I don't know, vehicles, maybe some walking with some coyotes. And coyotes, remember? Who the fuck was that? It was somebody, some celebrity who thought that when you said coyote, she thought it was a real coyote. Like she thought like coyotes were guiding people across the border. Like a 4-legged canine family coyote. The ones, if you live rural enough, you hear them howling and shit at night. We hear them too. I don't know. That's got to be the biggest pack of coyotes ever. They'd be howling their asses off out here. But she thought that an actual real life coyote was taking people across the fucking border. So these coyotes, who are actually people, they're just called coyotes, are actually some pretty bad hombres. They're pretty dangerous. 80% of the women who come across via the coyotes are sexually assaulted. They take contraceptive before they leave because they know it's going to happen. So what you want to do when you're taking that kind of trip with those kind of people, you want to bring your children. There's a little boy there, there's a little girl. I don't know if the little girl's her too. The little boy definitely is because he's sitting in her lap. And you see next to the little boy a box of Apple Jacks. Where the fuck you get a box of Apple Jacks from? And it ain't the bag. It's not apple rings. You know, the bags, the malto meal, the Lieutenant Crispy, fruit rounds in the bag. No, it's Apple Jacks. And what really pisses me off is that lady has a North Face beanie on. If you guys are familiar with the North Face product line, it's pretty expensive. That's like a $50 beanie. So how bad off are these people? Where did she get these groceries from? Where did she get that beanie from? Did somebody give it to her? Was it a donation? And if they're donating, you're buying North Face gear to donate? These people are not these poor, destitute individuals like they always paint them out to be. You know what it takes to have a coyote bring you to America? It costs money. Thousands of dollars to come up here. $5,000-$10,000 sometimes to come up here. And you got that kind of cash, you made it to Texas. And you got that kind of fucking cash? And we're supposed to think you're some poor, shivering asylum seeker? Shout out to my boy who sent this to me. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? North Face? You ever been somewhere and saw North Face gear? Damn, these asylum seekers are doing pretty damn good. I don't have a $50 North Face beanie. But I'm not illegal either. So that's what I need to do. Corn Pop says $3 in Mexico. If it's a fucking knockoff. My goodness. Baby Harley says, I buy malto meal. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, if you're so poor and destitute, you need to leave your country, then maybe you get the cheaper shit because you're poor, right? You're poor. It's bad where you come from, so you're coming here. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm just going by what I fucking see all the time. Jeez, man. We guys, you know what we need to do? We need to fucking just get in a big ass group and just fucking head back over the border and come back illegally. Denounce our citizenship and just fucking come back illegally so we can get hooked up. We can get fucking hooked up. All kinds of free shit. 24-hour snacks, fluff and fold, call centers, PS5s, Xboxes. Come on, guys. And your favorite food, too? Sounds like a very nice situation to me. Not this working hard and paying taxes shit. Fuck that. We need to be kicking it. We need to put our feet up like these illegals. We need to be kicking it. We got this shit all wrong. We're out here trying to make our way in the world and work hard, leave something for our kids. Nah, man, don't work at all. Let the government take care of your kids, fool. You working fool. David M., thank you again. The other day you talked about shot put. If Fetterman entered, would he be disqualified if Neck Buddy helped him launch it? Yes, that is a disqualification, or should be. But I don't know if there's precedent for that. Are there a lot of Neck Buddies out there? But I would think, yeah, because you can't have any assistance. So whether the assistance comes from another teammate or a growth on your neck, I think getting assistance would break the rules. So I would say yes. My answer to that question is yes, David M. Should be, could be, and should be DQ for any kind of assistance. Corn Pop, thanks for the super sticker. Perish. Oh yeah, Wetworks 57. Good point. It won't happen if they find out you're conservative. Ask the Cubans who come here. True. You don't see a lot of help for the Cubans. You don't see them trying to get them up here. They don't like them damn Cubans because them motherfuckers are conservative and they don't want no more damn communism. You know why? Because they're living in it. Because they're living in it. That's why. Pamela White, no, Jericho, I ain't walking the Rio Grande. Can't swim, dangerous. Well, you know, you should, and bring your kids too. You want to bring, see, what you want to do is you want to bring your children to all the extremely dangerous situations that you put yourself in. You know, why just risk your own life? Why risk just yourself being taken by the undertow and drowning? Why don't you endanger your children too? Bring them with you. Why just drown yourself? You can drown the whole family. Makes sense. Bring your kids on all your dangerous missions. What the fuck is wrong with these people? And nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about the dangerous situations that they put their children in when they're sending their kids. Could you imagine sending your child 1,500, 2,000 miles away with a stranger? And nobody talks about that? Nobody talks about these sorry ass parents doing that shit? I don't give a fuck what kind of opportunity is in America. I'm not sending my child with no fucking stranger 2,000 miles away. Knowing how these dudes are. There's no coyote organization down there where you come in and fill out the paperwork and they assign you a kind, experienced coyote to help you make your trek to America. These motherfuckers work for cartels. These are criminals. These are killers. These are rapists. But here you go, mija. Vámonos. Call me when you get there. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's what they do. They don't say nothing to them because they are just trying to make a better life for their kids. Yeah, what are we trying to do? You act like because we live here in America, we don't want a better life for our kids. We don't want better things for our kids and more prosperity for them. No, if you're born in America, you don't care about your kids as much as they do. Foreigners love their kids more than you. And don't let it be an illegal because they love their kids way more than you do. They work way harder than you do. Gotta hear that shit. People, it's been a pleasure. Women pay me to give them pleasure. Thank you, Betty Mash, everybody in the comment section. Your comments, your questions, your super chats, your time. 8 billion sons of bitches in this world, and you chose this one. I thank you. We didn't get to everything, but don't worry. I'll make videos about it or I'll cover it mañana. I promise. Scout's honor. Tomorrow, when you wake up, what day is it? Friday. The weekend is a-coming. And you guys got any plans about or plans for New Year's? It's coming up. What is it? Sunday, New Year's Eve? You guys gonna stay up late, pop some champagne, get all fucked up, and kiss somebody at midnight? Sounds good to me. We'll talk about it mañana. Thank you, guys. You were great. I was great. We were great. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to... Somebody said something in the comments. It threw me off. Okay, here we go. I try to be done with the left, but David M. Halt. Stop. Tom Baldwin, you take care too. Hold on. David M. Here we go. Thank you. I'm married to a Filipino woman. I'm catching hell trying to get her here. Red tape is ridiculous. Maybe it's easier to tell her to go to the border. Yeah, man. Tell her to go via Mexico. Be wasting your time trying to cross all that water and then come here legally, girl. You know where to go, David M. You know where the America-Mexico border is. Just send her through there. Not only will she get there super easy, but she will get all kinds of help and trinkets and phones and hookups. Man, she start your life off real nice together. All kinds of accoutrement. Shout out to her as well. Where was I? Oh, yes. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and MyGreenGear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.